Happy dogs running around together, playing in the water, climbing toys. It almost looks like a fun dog park, but that's not the case. This is a unique evaluation session at the Edmond Animal Shelter. It's called a Playgroup.
A playgroup is a lot of things for us. We use it for canine enrichment, behavior evaluations, as well as just the opportunity to get the dogs out and have a little bit of a natural, positive play experience with other dogs. It helps them socialize with other dogs, it helps them socialize with people, and it's a really great resource for learning their specific behaviors individually, as well as getting them introduced into groups of other dogs where they can play naturally.
Kaylee Osland is a shelter specialist for the city of Edmond. At an educational seminar in Texas, she learned about Playgroups, a program developed by the Dogs Playing for Life organization. Kaylee believed that Playgroups could be successful at the shelter. After receiving a grant to implement the program, 2 members from Dogs Playing for Life visited the shelter to train staff and volunteers.
They spent 2 days with us, teaching our volunteers how to properly handle and bring dogs out to the yard, how to assess them, how to pair them, how to match them, and it was a really wonderful couple of days. So ever since then, we've been kind of on a roll, and it's been really wonderful to see the change in the dogs here. And for all of the volunteers, it really boosted our volunteer morale and our staff as well, because nobody really thought it was possible.
When I first heard about this, I thought you're going to take a bunch of dogs with backgrounds that we're not absolutely sure about, and you're going to put them into an area off leashes, and you're not going to have huge dog fights. I was absolutely doubtful. I will tell you what changed my mind. It's the dedication from my staff members and my co-workers and the volunteers. So they actually took these dogs out, so I got the opportunity to watch them. And sure enough, they started out with 2 or 3 dogs. They just kind of increased that to now. We've actually at one time had 25 dogs out there at the same time, no dog fights, dogs running around having fun.
During a play group session, there are runners and handlers. Runners follow a specific process to move dogs from the shelter to the play yard and from the play yard back to the shelter. The goal is to give each dog about 30 minutes in the yard, which is the equivalent of a 2-hour walk. The handlers monitor the dogs and use a variety of correctional tools to ensure a positive session. For example, dogs new to playgroups will wear a leash so they can be managed if any problems arise. Once handlers are comfortable with a dog's behavior, the leash may be removed so that the dog can roam freely. There is minimal interaction between the handlers and the dogs. It's more important for the dogs to mingle with each other while the handlers observe.
We could watch their behaviors and gives us a better opportunity to evaluate them, so we could give the citizens that want to adopt an animal from us a lot more information so that we can make sure they get their forever home.
Before playgroups were introduced to the shelter, the evaluation process was limited and did not give a comprehensive report of a dog's behavior around people or other dogs. In fact, there was a 20% chance that an adopter would bring the pet back to the shelter. Evaluations from playgroup sessions have dropped that return rate to only 5%.
We are able to counsel people a little bit better on the right dog for them and their circumstances, and you know, with the animals that they have in their home and things like that. So we're kind of able to give people more information than we were before, which creates better adoptions, long-lasting adoptions for sure.
The playgroups have helped shy dogs and even aggressive dogs improve their social skills around people and other dogs. If you are interested in adopting one of these shelters' wonderful dogs or cats, please visit edmondok.com/animal services. There are online photos posted of the animals available for adoption. The site also has important information like operating hours, adoption fees, and applications for volunteers. The Edmond Animal Shelter is located at 2424 Old Timbers Drive.